Fellas, thanks for being here this afternoon. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
So, Coach Lloyd, the opportunity to you have new guys returning, right? And you've talked about it a little bit, but when you know you have guys coming back, while simultaneously looking to identify freshmen that are going to fit your system, fit your culture, and also the guys that have coming back, how do you navigate that process with your staff?
Well, I think the number one thing with your staff is you're always telling them the most important thing we're doing is building a team and building a team to be as competitive and well-rounded and solid as possible. And then you got a little mix, you know, who do the guys you think you're going to have back, and you always start with them, and we feel great. We have 4 returning guys back that have already made, you know, significant contributions to our program. And then, you know, how do you start filling in the gaps? And for us, you know, a lot of schools focus on transfers, you know. For us, you know, the first thing we're going to do is, you know, kind of look at high school kids. And I'm a big believer that these really good high school players still got to have a place to go. And so sometimes maybe they're not as, you know, valued or they're a little bit more forgotten about than they have been in the past. So we kind of fell into a group of freshmen, you know, kind of one by one that we felt great about. And as we looked at them, we were like, well, for the most part, these guys are better than any transfers we could take. So let's roll with these guys, and we feel great about those decisions.
Well, one of those guys is right here, Koa. You know, tell me about the opportunity of when you're talking with Coach Lloyd through the recruiting process from a basketball X's and O's standpoint, you know, where your game fits in.
I think just, you know, the development plan they put together for me during my recruitment process was it really helped me pick my decision to come in here and play for U of A. And just the way coach uses his fours and just the way, you know, the structure of the offense. I mean, he's going to let you play, but there's obviously a structure. But in that structure, you know, he's going to let you have freedom and play your game, and you got to play both sides of the ball. You know, you can't just rely on offense. You got to play defense too. So, I mean, coach is really about the details and the little stuff, and I got to experience that this summer with him with the U19 team. And, I mean, that was a great experience for me. I kind of got a head start before I came to campus and got into playing with the team, and I'm just excited for this season.
Speaking of that freedom and structure, we got a clip here that is a little bit Jaden Bradley focused here. So I'm going to pick on you a little bit, but it's all going to be good stuff. Don't worry. And you know, after the clip, we will open it up to media for questions. So just if you have a question, you're ready. Start looking for the microphone. So we want to go up and take a look at this clip. And Jaden, this is why I think, and I have no problem saying this on record, that you were probably the most underappreciated point guard in the country last season. And this is a very simple play that you make. So go ahead and run it. It's a simple play, but it's such an important play. And so this is when you guys are playing against Houston, one of the best defensive teams in the country. Go ahead and run it. And Jaden, you got the ball here. And we're going to see a cut by Caleb Love, who's going to cut through the gut, right through the paint of the defense, come out for baseline screen. It's not there, you turn it down. You kick it, that's fine. You just get a little ghost action to get a drive. You move immediately to get space. That pass, to me, is still an elite pass because I know that you're passing it before the ball actually hits in your hands. You could tell by your feet and your hands. Where does that unselfishness actually come from?
I just feel like coach he instills that into us. Just knowing what my shooters are. I know Caleb was coming off that pin down, and Deli was coming off another pin down. So just knowing where my shooters are at all times.
So do we have any questions from the media before we continue on? No? Okay, so the Tobe, wanted to ask you the evolution of your game. Okay, I mean, watching you play as a point guard, I'm sure Jaden probably feels this the way. Just you feel safe playing with a guy like yourself that has a crazy motor. You treat missed shots like they're bad passes to you, where you try to go get everything. Talk about in the offseason the development of your game, what you're trying to add in.
Yeah, I think, you know, it wasn't anything too crazy, just focusing on techniques and honing in on certain skills. Not really trying to reinvent the wheel, but, you know, sort of polish up some things. And, you know, I've been trying to sort of work on my perimeter game and work on connecting the offense, you know, being poised in some more decision-making, you know, situations. But, you know, obviously my job is way easier when when you have guys like Jaden Bradley, Deli who can knock down threes, you know, players like that.
That was a future coach's answer. That was a big-time answer.
He's a future whatever he wants to be.
So, going to ask you, Coach. You do have a couple of new faces. Kind of want to go down the list just for a few of the guys. Get your perspective. I mean, one is an Arizona kid who went to the Arizona youth basketball camp. I mean, it's an incredible story. Transfer from Harvard, Evan Nelson.
Yeah, Evan's just obviously he's a great person. And, it's really cool having someone in your program that grows up, kind of idolizing the players that played at that program. And a child, as do a lot of the young kids in Tucson. I mean, Arizona basketball is a big deal. And Evan, we've been honest with him, and he's been great with us. When we're trying to figure out what his role is, I've been really pleased with the progress he's made, and I have no doubt this year that he's going to make real contributions to us in big time games.
So Koa, when you step foot on campus, and you got an opportunity to play with guys like Jaden and Tobe, talk to me about chemistry-wise, step foot. I know it's not a light switch. It doesn't happen automatically, but in pickup, I mean, what are the feelings you get from this team from an expectation standpoint?
I mean, it's been great, playing with a great point guard like JB and a great big like Tobe. Tobe goes out there and plays as hard as he can, and I think that definitely brushes off on all of us, all the team. He kind of sets a tone in that manner. And then JB, he's going to find you. He's going to put you in good spots. He's going to help you, get in good spots to score. And then, we got a lot of other good players that I feel like we've built a really good chemistry, not just on the court, but off the court as well. And I think that's going to help our team in the long run.
Jaden, anybody that we're not talking about from a standpoint of Arizona basketball fans are as dialed in as everybody else. It's a very smart basketball fan base. But anybody that, in pickup early on that you were like, no, this kid can go?
We got Crevis, we got Dwayne, we got Braden. I could pretty much go down the whole list, our whole team. But those three that I just picked out, you're definitely going to see a lot of them. And, I'm excited for the rest of the world to see them as well.
Fellas, thank you so much for taking the time. Really appreciate it. And good luck this season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, thank you.
Appreciate it.